I think December of last year. I was driving from Colorado back to Salt Lake City, so I had to go through Wyoming. And on I-25, right before you get to Cheyenne, when you go over the Wyoming border, there's a way station there, and they're terrible. Like they get you for the dumbest infractions ever. If they want to stop you, they'll just find something or make something up. And that's basically what they did to me. In Wyoming, you're not allowed to haul more than one unit if you're overweight. And if you are hauling two units, they need to be in working operation with each other. So in other words, if you're hauling an excavator, you can't have two buckets with it if it's overweight. You can only have one that's on the machine ready to go. So I had a crusher that weighed, I think, 70,000 pounds, and I was bringing it back to Salt Lake, and I got to the weigh station and stopped on the scale, and they came out and they started opening all the compartments, and they found a few wrenches that are needed to get the machine going, as for opening some tray or something. And so they're completely necessary for the machine, but they were calling them a separate unit when we're talking about like a few hundred pounds at most. And I have dunnage on the trailer, and I have chains on the trailer and binders and all this extra stuff that actually weighs way more than these few wrenches, but they don't care about that at all. So it was just a completely dumb reason to pull me over. But they said, yeah, you can't go anywhere until you offload those wrenches. And I said, okay, can I leave them here in the weigh station for someone to come get with a pickup truck later? And they're like, nope, you can't leave anything in the weigh station. You can throw them in the dumpster, or you can call someone else to come get them. And so these wrenches were specialty wrenches, so they cost like $700 a piece. So it's not like we can just throw them out. So we had to call a towing company that was like 10 miles down the road, and he came with a 1-ton wrecker. We just offloaded these 3 wrenches into his 1-ton, and then they let me keep going. But I was stuck there for like 4 or 5 hours. So then I just got to the next truck stop down the road after they let me go, and he was just waiting for me there. And then we just threw him back in because there's no weigh station the rest of the way through Wyoming. Yeah. By the letter of the law, or what we told them we were going to do, was just have him drive those wrenches all the way to Salt Lake City, which obviously would be absolutely stupid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just they didn't even fine us, I don't think, that time. They just gave us we had to buy an extra permit. So it was just like another $50. So they didn't even make money off of it. It was so obviously just a power play, like, we can stop you and we can tell you what to do. I mean, if you think about it, they put an extra driver on the road. They burned more fuel. It was more damage to the road overall because you've got an extra vehicle that you don't need. And I could have been hauling a machine that weighed like 20,000 pounds more than the machine I had, and that would have been legal. But, I got these few hundred pounds of wrenches in a secure toolbox that's welded to the machine, and that's not okay. And yeah, so I was really pissed about that one.